Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today it is lunchtime on Thursday, last day of May, I think. Second to last day of May, I think May 30th. Anyway, I'm gonna get up here, we're gonna eat, and we're gonna go chop. We actually had a failure this morning on the little rake. I'll fill you guys in on that in a bit. Curtis is out packing the pile. Not sure anyone else is at. I'm guessing they're fixing that rake, so let's go ahead and get some stuff ready to roll. And I also just found out that we got a new tractor on the farm. We'll go see if we can find that a little bit later, but I was wondering where the soil finisher was at, because it's not on the cat because of the track issues that we've had. So yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can find that here a little bit later. But I don't see either chopper box, the chopper box truck, or the other 190 on the chopper box. I wonder if they're out back chopping right now. I'm honestly not sure. Either way, it's about time for lunch. Let's go. So it looks like the mower is off of the 190 is off the mower. Sorry, the loader tractor's off the mower. So I'm guessing Nathan's out tedding. Not sure. Pile's growing. Curtis is out packing it right now. I'm just giving the cattle some water right now. Get that thing emptied. Let's go take a look at some crops. We actually have a couple trials out here. We have one variety that is coated with a thing called, what's it called? Basically puts nitrogen on the seed coat. Pivot Bio. And actually, I'm pretty sure I noticed a difference. So I'm gonna show you guys here in a second. But first, I'm gonna look at our first planted corn, see how that stuff is doing. Water hemp needs to die. Need to get spraying this here soon. That is for sure. But let's go take a look. Oh wow, yeah, this stuff is really coming along. We got to get spraying this here very soon. But before we can get spraying, we actually got to flip the tires. Got to put the skinnies on, because 28-inch tires does not fit between 30-inch rows very well. Here you can kind of see stuff is getting almost to my knee, just in between my knee and my shin. So that's good. It's looking great, honestly. We really need to get spraying though, because this corn is going to come along quick, very, very quick. And I got to talk to the editor, or the editor's got to talk to the cameraman. When he flips it around, my audio distorts, so I got to do some setting stuff. So I got to talk to my camera guy to make sure he doesn't flip the audio around near as much. I don't like this volunteer corn. Basically the corn that's not in the row, because that'll just grow up to take nutrients away from the rest of the corn. So I don't know how hard you guys can see, but, or how hard it is to see, but see how there's like a pale green spot right in through there? Yep. Let's go pull out the phone and take a look. Spot on, different hybrid. Right there. I mean, it's hard to tell straight on, but if you come and look at it from the angle, that is much darker than that. There's even a check strip right in through there where Pat planted basically a variety, different variety, another variety. Cool. So there you can kind of see dark green, light green, and even right here, dark green, light green. So we'll talk to Pat and see what he thinks. Alrighty. Delicious lunch. So now we're gonna go ahead and start chopping. So I'm gonna hop in my dad's tractor. We're gonna head out there in this wagon. Pat's gonna bring a wagon out there, and Curtis is gonna bring a truck out there. So we'll have all three wagons. Darren needs to rake, Curtis needs to pack, and yeah. So I'm gonna be the only one really running wagons until Nathan gets back. Man, the traffic out here is ridiculous. Hooking up a wagon, this is why we have the wagons that we do. So there we're going. Curtis is rolling. He's in the chopper truck. Pat's chopping away. Darren is raking. He actually didn't break the 7. He actually just sheared a bolt. Yeah, we're gonna do that next. Yeah. That's all it is, just ground drive, spins it the other way. Here's our rye, we cut that this morning. He's gonna go rake up the waterway. Down there, we're gonna chop that next. Just raking it up. Okay, let's get in the tractor and get ready to roll. So, driving the loader tractor. The 190 is actually up at Kuhnau's getting its clutch fixed and AC charged. That's why the loader tractor is now on the box instead of the mower. Nathan is actually tedding up in Bellevue with the 10. He actually loaded that on the flatbed and drove that up to Bellevue this morning. We're tedding it because we really want to bale it, rake and bale that tomorrow for the rain. Darren's out raking, as you guys saw, and then between Curtis, myself, and Pat, we're going to chop. That corn looks pretty good. Ooh, Curtis is spinning up here. It's a little bit soft. Slippage. There's some dirt in through there. I wonder what that is. Could just be manure. Definitely thought we had that field planted, but that's going to go to beans because this strip's going to go to beans. Some thick stuff there. That truck is just about full. It is full. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck or roll. It's a little tippy back here. Plugged it. Thick stuff in through here. Very thick stuff. So the reason he's pulling a wagon is because he's going to go do that waterway here after this. He's going to chop that by himself because he can, while I go dump this. So there we go. He's going to do this waterway real quick, then buzz over and do that waterway, and by that time that wagon will be full and I'll be back here with an empty and we can keep going. Darren's raking away the old 706, a 1960 something tractor, probably with a 1960 something rake. So he's raking that waterway. We're gonna do that one next. There he's go. He's waking these 3 windrows in. I'm hearing like something every revolution of tire, it seems. And with my back tire, I'm hearing a thud. I wonder if something's hitting the tire for some reason. I'll have to check that once I get unloaded. Dumping. There goes Curtis pushing. And now we're dumped. Let's go get another one. There he's dumping. Slowly making that pile. Let's go. I don't see anything. Nothing on the tire. Seems weird. Yeah, no clue. I'm even. Don't know. It's very faint, but I wonder if you guys can hear it. But it's definitely hitting something down here on the left. raking. That wagon's just about full. And doing this isn't as efficient because you see how much loss we have. It's not great, but it works. Well, there's the wagon sitting in the middle of the waterway. And I can't get over how just pure power that thing is. There's not a lot of drives to it. You basically just drive till you run out of power and hope you don't plug it. It's a pretty sweet unit. Raking up that rye. That's been rye for a couple of years now. I'm wondering if we're gonna put beans in there. But actually, go ahead and get out and look. Oh, I hate this door. So all it is just a conveyor, dumping her out the back. Nothing too special about it. That's what your haylage look like, just chopped up hay into little itty bitty pieces. But I do gotta drive forward every once in a while, otherwise it doesn't dump out. My knee's really starting to hurt me. Got surgery in a couple weeks. Just uses pressure against this door, and we have a hydraulic cylinder to close it when we're done. Okay, when I'm all done, I just flip the other direction, it presses the door shut, and I am good to go. This alfalfa also needs to be cut. We'll cut it in the next chance we get, the next rainstorm. There's your haylage. Got silage on the bottom of it. Looks like Darren's having trouble. Yeah, that old rake. He's on the phone. Looks like Pat's on the phone. He's probably on the phone with Pat. Rolling. Well, the unit's plugging up. So Darren's saying that the rye's not really moving very well. It's actually balling up and then getting flung over the rake. So Pat's gonna try some things. Well, whatever he's doing, it must have worked. This stuff is so thick, we're going 1.3 mile an hour. And that's 500-600 horsepower underneath there. That's how thick this grass is. Or this ryegrass. Definitely down a person right now because we need 2 people running wagons to keep up with Pat. So Nathan hopefully will be getting back here soon to help out. So we just dumped that wagon load right in front of the tractor. And the tractor pulls it up. Fully building it so we can almost build a ramp and drive right down it. So Darren is just about done. Then he'll hop in that other tractor, and at some point I want to get him in here and I want to go back to the chopper truck. Hook down. Piece that we put in doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to go get the 4-wheeler. And by that piece I mean kind of that insert. So we took the kernel processor out. That insert that we put in for hay, it slid out on us. We're borrowing somebody else's because we couldn't find ours yesterday. Well, we found ours. Well, that piece we actually couldn't get it in for ours into our chopper, so we'll have to go grab ours now. Got it swapped out. I just gotta clean it out. So I was talking to Pat. We're thinking it's actually the transmission, the bull gear within the final drive on this side is actually what's making the click. So that might be a very expensive repair on this. That's only got 2,100 hours on it. That would be a very expensive repair. That's that knocking I'm hearing. Well, we're back up and running, so that's good. See how long that fix lasts. Should last. So now we're on the straight long stuff. It's gonna chop quick. We almost need Nathan to get back here. He's just about done up at Bellevue tedding. And I'm just about full. I'm actually gonna swap out and drive my dad's tractor, just because it's my dad's and I want to drive it. Plus, I don't like hearing that bull gear noise. Make the rookie do it. Two very similar spec tractors, both 2018s. I believe 2018. And thanks for moving the seat back, Shorty. What a nice guy. Let's go. Now we're going. I like this tractor better because the other tractor has a sun visor. Well, that blocks my view of Pat, so that's no bueno. So right now my job is to basically drive 3 miles an hour, roughly. Stay about 6 feet away from the windrow and let him move back and forth and fill me up. I also got to listen for him if he starts pulling down. If he plugs, I got to stop, obviously. So this chopper could do 5. You're gonna see we're doing 5 miles an hour right now, but we're in a pretty small windrow. Fill up. Let's go dump at my dad's tractor for the second time, first time today. Nathan just made it back, so he's gonna hop in the truck probably. Then we'll really be able to keep up, no problem, man. Curtis is working on building up a ramp to the top. That way, probably another 5 loads or so, Darren and I can start driving down the pile, as opposed to Curtis using all that horse ponies to push it up. Oh no, right there, almost right above the tractor, is MedForce, basically the local emergency ambulance helicopter, probably going to Clinton. It's never good when you see them. You really appreciate those guys and the service they bring. You know, if you're in an accident, you can have that helicopter land and get you within a hospital about 3 times quicker. And that golden hour of between your trauma, the hour after your trauma, getting you to the hospital within an hour saves your life or increases your chance of survival by a lot. So appreciate those guys' service, but I hate to see when they come up. So Nathan's here, so we don't need to rush really anymore. We got 3 wagons going. Nathan's already almost full. They're rolling in the haylage right now. Got a nice long half mile long row. And with the good alfalfa, you can really push the tons. Nice thing about this tractor, it's got a swivel seat. So I can swivel about 10 degrees to the left. It's actually, doesn't sound like much. I'll slow up. Doesn't sound like much, but makes a difference. Gotta slow up window a grass waterway. A lot thicker in here. And here comes Darren. So tractor with wagon just in general isn't near as fast as a truck. You can kind of see we just switched out and Nathan's already back here. He can really haul the mail if he wants to. But the reason why we don't have more trucks, A, money, but also B, it's just handy to have wagons. They're more versatile, you can run in wetter weather, and you can find operators for it much easier. Because when we do our custom chopping work, we usually only bring one truck, our chopper, and then all of our other wagons, 2 or 3 more wagons, and then we have the guys who are chopping for actually run tractor and wagons for us. Kind of see it dumping out in the mirror. Just doing this. back and forth. There he is, pushing. His job is to basically push it, level it off, and pack it. One wagon in, next wagon out. Stuff's a-flowing. All done with this piece, so now we have one more piece left. That'll probably take a little less than an hour. Be 4:45, and then we're gonna try to kind of switch gears and start working ground, start getting some soybeans in, maybe do some spraying. Got quite a bit to do, so let's get her done. Nathan's checking on his beans he planted last week. He planted them a little deep, so might take a bit to get out. To emerge, I should say. Looks like the next one I'll be driving down. Yeah, I think the next one will be able to drive right down it. Maybe. Well, they all stopped, so I'm guessing our fix let go. So I want to walk over and grab some vice grips because Pat will need them.
We'll see how much rain we get.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if it's a load of shit up.
Okay, so I just raised the rake up, 15 cranks on each side. That basically raised it out of the ground. I pulled that cord tight, that way it unlocks the gearbox. Now I'll hit the road. Whoa! Hell did that seat just do? Just like slammed me down forward. That was weird. Take this thing back for pasture. Like you're harvesting in the 60s. There's Darren dumping his load. The only load he'll dump. And there's the guys chopping along that waterway. Just about done with this field. I'll probably, actually Darren will probably be the last wagon. Two more left. So now we're on some ryegrass. This stuff was cut this morning and it is thick, moist. It's gonna be some great feed. Yeah, I'll definitely have to come back. It's good tonnage in through here. I do be just kidding. That tractor is a little bit bigger. Mine's a T6 155. That means it's 155 peak horsepower. You know, Holland does that because they're strange. So it's actually equivalent to a 120 Magnum. But she still tugs around a chopper box all right. Broke down again. Darren's gonna go get tools. And we were just limping along. There's Darren coming back. So we're not broke down, so at least Pat's not broke down, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, this sucker is steep. Side hill, it's about like this. Actually, that's about where we're at. That's about level. Last pass for today. Then I'm not sure what we're gonna end up doing. That'll do her. Done for today. So we have another probably 50-ish acres of hay down. We'll chop some more of that tomorrow. We'll bale the rest. We'll chop about 15 acres or so tomorrow and then bale the rest. Gonna let her all clean out. Just got the slats, just clean up the scraps, getting her dumped out so Kirsten can get as much in this bunker as possible and get her packed down. Just finished up. Let's go see what else is going on. Pulling out the big spreader. All our 190s here. We got the AC fixed. I'm looking at this T7 260. Purdy. Take this thing up to our KO farm and grab our flail shredder. We'll see what that means. I'm gonna hook that on my dad's tractor and I'm gonna go shred. Head home. So we got the flail shredder home. I'm actually going to stick that thing on my dad's tractor and head down to my piece. I got to shred a waterway that's pretty iffy, and then we're going to come back here and shred where we're going to play it tomorrow. Gonna head south with the shredder. Go shred a bit at my piece, then come back here and shred some. So I'm out here right now trying to kill this giant ragweed. We thought we'd kill it with the concoction we had in the sprayer, but we did not. No good. So I am out here gonna go kill it. If you don't like giant ragweed, it's bad. Let's go. You can kind of see it was dinged, but just didn't die. Unlike that stuff up there died. We don't like you, giant ragweed. My corner is just short enough where I can be out there and shred everything and not have to worry about damaging the corn. So that is pretty nice. So I'm just gonna go through and basically shred up all this. This is supposed to be a waterway. We're gonna put a waterway in here next year. I'm gonna shred this up, last of it, right here. Die. Oh, there she is. All shredded up, so that should work. Corn's looking pretty good. It's right about to start at V2. So it's gonna start shooting up. Just mowing my ditch. Trying to. Pretty steep, so I'm not going in there. Such a nice gentleman. Pulling over and let me go by. What a nice guy. Just made it back. Let's go get a quick bite to eat and then we're gonna keep shredding. So this is our Archway 144B flail mower. All it is basically a shaft going through the middle with blades on there, and it just spins like this as you drive along, shred things up. Pretty simple piece. We've had it for a while. It's a good unit. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go shred around the outside of a field we're going to plant tomorrow and get some waterways back there, and then probably call it a night because it'll be dark by then. So there's Darren out spreading manure on this field right here. Just going around the outside of this field so we can field cultivate up to the edge as best we can. Jeez, what happened here? The truck, or what was that? I'm honestly not even sure. Shred these last couple of waterways and then I'm gonna be done for the night. This isn't the fastest or most glorious job in the world, but someone's gonna do it. Gotta be done. Can't let your waterways be neglected. That's how weeds grow up and then make it into your fields. And I believe nobody else is around, so. No! Dang it! I lost! No! It's my first loss this year. Shoot! That makes me mad. Well, at least the New Hollands are getting it done. That was a treat. Destroying all this ragweed though is rather satisfying. Stuff needed to die. Just weeds. Last bit of shredding for tonight. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Pat just got done planting. We are done with our full season corn. What I mean by that is our corn that we have done nothing with the season before. So we do have we have 2 fields left of corn, both right back there that are going to be hauled with a bunch of manure before we do anything. And we have a couple bean fields left that are basically that we just did exactly what we did. We cut alfalfa. Now we're gonna put them in beans here probably tomorrow, hopefully. So I'm gonna head home for the night. Turn her in. She is a tad bit dusty out. Just a tad. It's gonna be good enough indeed. I'm gonna head home, guys. It's been a day, but actually before I head home, let's buzz up and take a look at that new unit. We got the new beast tucked away in here. Oh, just about smacked into that. That would have been very, very awkward. Yeah, that was close. Looks similar, but looks can be deceiving. We got an MT865E on the farm. Yeah, you heard that right. E is an echo. And take a look at this beast. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, I know. Don't worry, you'll see it a little more tomorrow. I might even be able to run it. So we have this tractor on here rented from the local Caterpillar dealer, Challenger dealer, whatever you want to say. Because when they heard that ours came down, they were like, hey, we'll send your tractor out. And we were like, hey, you guys are awesome. Especially because we are interested at trading our 2007, 2008 MT865B for something a little bit newer, like this MT865E. Very similar spec, similar horsepower, around 520, I believe. Different engine, doesn't have the Cat C18, which sucks, but it has an EcoPower 4-turboed engine that's pumping out quite a bit of ponies as well. But it's newer, it's got GPS, which would be a massive plus. And yeah, like I said, it's a pretty sick unit. Okay, I teased the tractor, guys, but you'll be able to see this thing in action tomorrow. Be looking forward to it. Now I need to head home, guys. I'm running late. Thanks so much for watching. Ta-ta for now. There's Pat. He just pulled into his place with the planter. Parking her for the night. Why he's parking here instead of at this farm? Not sure. Maybe he just wants to commute with that in the morning.